Hello, Taylor Ellwood with Magical Experiments, and today I am filming from my hotel room in Michigan, where I'm visiting Convocation, which is a pagan festival. Thank you all for having me here. Later today I'm going to be actually presenting on the topic of pop culture magic, so I thought today's video I would actually define what pop culture is. So before we can define what pop culture magic is, we need to understand what pop culture itself actually is. If you think of pop culture as the TV shows that you watch, or the comic books, or fantasy books, or science fiction, or Western books that you read, or if you think of it as bands that you listen to, you're going to be semi-accurate as to what pop culture magic is. Why do I say semi-accurate? Because yes, those are examples of pop culture. But when we think about what popular culture is essentially is pop culture that is produced by media, different types of media, whether it's comic books, TV shows, etc., that is popular to you. And I want you to pay attention particularly to those last two words, to you. The reason I say that is because many people will say, well, pop culture is whatever's popular to people in general. And I would disagree with that and say, no, people have different tastes. For example, some people may really like the show Constantine, and other people may not like it at all. For the people who like the show Constantine, Constantine is pop culture. For the people who don't like that show, then guess what? It's not pop culture. So it's important to understand that. It's also important to realize that pop culture varies from person to person. If I like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon show that showed in the 1980s, then for me that's going to be pop culture. But for a kid who's watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie that just came out, and if there are any cartoon shows occurring now, then what's pop culture to them might be that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as opposed to the one in the 1980s. Are both forms of pop culture? Yes, they are. One is going to be more relevant to me, and one is going to be more relevant to that kid. And this brings up a very important point about pop culture, which we're going to come back to again and again in the videos that I shoot and also in what I'm writing about in Pop Culture Magic 2.0, which is that pop culture is defined by relevance. What is relevant to you? What is popular to you? So it's really important to know that and to recognize that what other people think of as pop culture doesn't necessarily have to apply to what you think of as pop culture. What's important is that you're working with what you know works for you, what you feel a connection to. If you identify with a particular character from a pop culture that most people don't know about, it doesn't change the fact that that is significant to you and powerful to you. So that's what I think of when I think of pop culture. Thanks for watching, and look forward to next week where we're going to actually delve into the topic of what pop culture magic is and how we can start to work with it.